is the news at noon. First, the highlight. Lagos State government rolls out traffic diversion plan ahead Lagos Women Run. Federal government orders overhaul amid incessant collapses of national grid. And on the foreign scene, Thailand announces plan to raise daily minimum wage. And in sport, Benin Republic head coach unveils list for 2025 AFCON qualifiers. Now the news in details. I am Timmy Dayo. Anthony. In view of the annual Lagos Women Run slated for Saturday, 9th of November, the Lagos State government has rolled out a traffic diversion plan to enable motorists to commute easily during the event. Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Osiemi, in a statement, implored motorists to be patient as the partial road closure is part of the traffic management plans for the race event. He said the race route starting from Tafawa Balewa Square, TBS, Inward Waterboard, Old Nitel, Outer Marina, Bonnie Camp, Amadu Bello Way, Akiadeshala Street, Falamo Bridge, Falamo Roundabout, Awolowo Road, and Onikon Roundabout to Mobolaji Johnson will be partially closed. Osiemi noted that motorists heading to the 3rd Mainland Bridge from Uzumba Mbadiwe Avenue are to go through Bonnie Camp to connect Onikon on the bypass, Inward Marina exits to access Force Road to link Outer Marina and 3rd Mainland Bridge to reach their destination. And those heading to Ikoyi Road from Akpogbon are to use Odolami Street to connect Ibo-Oshere Road and proceed to Melanie Street to access Ikoyi Road and continue their journey, noting that there will be minimal impact on traffic flow within this road. The Commission has reiterated all junctions and intersections from TBS to destination Mobolaji Johnson Arena will be blocked with barricades and manned by traffic management officials to prevent other road users access to the main race corridor. Lagos State Wastewater Management Office, LWMO, has identified the need to improve productivity to restructure wastewater management in the state and implements the 5-year strategic action plan of the agency from 2025 to 2030. General Manager of LSWMO, Adefemi Afolabi, announced this at a 3-day retreat organized by the agency. Afolabi said this is coming at a time the state government is giving due attention to sanitation matters as an integral component of the health and environment pillar of Themes Plus agenda of the present administration. He emphasized that as the agency strives to chart a new course for wastewater management, it is pertinent to know that hygiene and sanitation are crucial to human health, survival, and economic development in the state. The National Association of Scrap and Waste Dealers Employers of Nigeria and stakeholders in the sector have announced plans to begin registration and documentation of its members to sanitize the scrap industry. This came to the fore at the extraordinary special delegates conference of the Nasruddin in Abuja. President of Nasruddin, John Obe, decried the rise of criminal activities, including the vandalization of private and public infrastructure by individuals masquerading as scrap dealers. Obe also said many state governments had begun outlawing scrap scavenging in response to the criminal activities, which has led to the bans on scrap collectors in various residential estates and a general negative perception of the profession. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has ordered the immediate replacement of aged equipment as part of the recommendation to stop the incessant collapse of national grid. Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, who gave the order, assured that the replacements will be achieved in 6 months. Adelabu also directed the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, and all other relevant agencies of the ministry to begin the immediate implementation of the recommendations of the Interagency Committee set up to address the incessant grid collapses in the power sector. The order came as the TCN reported that the national grid experienced a disturbing at approximately 11:29 a.m. on Thursday, November 7, which was caused by the sudden rise in frequency. According to the minister, the recommendations of the committee are far-reaching and will prefer lasting solutions to the incessant power grid collapses being witnessed in the country in the immediate and long term. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, has called for data on the internally displaced persons, IDPs in Nigeria, as well as those in the neighboring countries rendered homeless by natural disasters. He made the call during a courtesy call on him by the Federal Commissioner, National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and IDPs, Tijani Ahmed in Abuja. Kalu, who attributed some of the displacement to the impact of the natural disasters, such as flooding and erosion, called attention to the need to increase the yearly budgetary allocation to the Commission to enable it to carry out its immediate mandate. On its part, the Federal Commissioner, National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and IDPs, Tijani Ahmed, expressed gratitude to the Deputy Speaker and pledged to make the reports available to the Parliament within the deadline. And now to foreign news. Thailand has announced plans to increase the daily minimum wage to 400 baht, which is about $11 from next year. Labour Minister Pipat Ratchakprakan, who announced this on Friday, said it would be a new year present to the workers. Pipat also said the increase was postponed from October, but the wage committee, including representatives from employers, labor and the government, will meet again in December at the latest. The planned increase will affect businesses with more than 200 workers. And now to sports. Benin Republic head coach Gernot Rohr has unveiled 24-man list for his side's 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying fixture against Nigeria and Libya. Rohr kept faith with majority of regulars in the team, such as goalkeeper Saturnin Alagwe, Oliver Varden, and Junior Olaito. Other top stars called up by the former Gabon coach are Captain Steve Money, Chodel Dosu, and Ayegun Tosin. The Cheetahs will host the Super Eagles at the Felix Offerts Bigwood Stadium, Abidjan, on Thursday, November 14, before playing against the Mediterranean Knights of Libya 4 days later. Meanwhile, the Super Eagles assistant coach Daniel Ogunbodede says the Group D AFCON 2025 qualifiers against Benin Republic and Rwanda will be approached like cup finals. The Eagles are on the verge of securing qualification to next year's AFCON in Morocco. Ogunbodede, who spoke in an interview, said the first priority is to qualify, win all games as they come, adding that maximum of 3 points is what is important to the team. It will interest you to know that a point from the Super Eagles' next 2 games should be enough to seal qualification for the 2025 AFCON. Now, just before we go, do not drive beyond specified speed limit. You can follow us on like all our various social media platforms. X Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 961 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. You can also subscribe and watch our news and program live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at www.trafficradio961.ng. Now, did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,000 door furniture sets to 775 public schools? You can get more details on Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. In view of the annual Lagos Women Run slated for Saturday, 9th of November, the Lagos State government has rolled out a traffic diversion plan to enable motorists commute easily during the event. The federal government has ordered the immediate replacement of aged equipment as part of the recommendations to stop the incessant collapses of the national grid. We also told you that Thailand has announced plans to increase the daily minimum wage to 400 baht, which is about $11 from next year. And in sports, Benin Republic head coach Gernot Rohr has unveiled 24-man list for his side's 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying fixture against Nigeria and Libya. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. The NC News broadcast compiled by Adewale Olowokmoroku. I am Timmy Dayo. Anthony, many thanks for listening.
gets you locked down all day, all time with that traffic report just as and when you want it. With great music and lots more. Lagos Traffic Radio, your driving companion.
This message is brought to you by Mike Frost at Lagos Traffic Radio on 6.1 FM.
Obey the rules and regulations of the road for your own safety. Know the drive like say you get extra life